Alright, so some people are stubborn. Everybody's stubborn. You can't deny it. Well, the thing is, I bring stubborn to a whole new level. We'll go back a year ago. I had a math exam that I needed to take, and everything was perfect. I could have gone to bed early, didn't have any homework, got out of football practice fairly early, and I decided I wasn't going to go to bed. And got just a couple hours of sleep that night, just out of pure stubbornness. So today I will be describing myself in 3 adjectives. I'm stubborn, I'm dedicated, and I'm caring. With that being said, let me show you how stubborn I really am. I've always been one to fight the flow. Somebody's doing something, I gotta do it some other way just because that's how I am. It's just the stubbornness in me. I can't back down ever, whether it be if I'm right or wrong, or if I'm getting into it a little bit in sports. I just can't do it. I could be wrong and I'll fight all the way till the end, and in sports I could get into it with somebody who's way bigger than me, and I just won't back down because I can't. And I played football as my main sport, and in football you take some big hits. Well, I tend to take bigger hits than most people, as I'm not the biggest guy. And a lot of times the doctor at our school tells me, take a break, or you got to stop doing this, and I just refuse to. I just keep going, and I take them over and over again. With this characteristic also comes dedication, because in order to be dedicated, you also got to be a little bit stubborn. And part of being dedicated is never quitting, and that's been driven into my brain from day one, through sports, through my family. Through sports, we do conditioning. Doesn't matter what sport you do, you just always do conditioning, and they run you a lot, and you run to the point where you think you're gonna die, and you hit that wall, and they force you to keep going, and it just proves that you're dedicated, because you show up the next day even though you're gonna run and want to feel like dying again. Another reason I'm dedicated is when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Being a man of my word is very important to me, so if I say it, I will do it. Being that I'm dedicated, I also have to care enough to be dedicated, and that's why caring is my next adjective. I love everyone, and I do it. I love everyone hard. If someone asks me to do something, I do it to my fullest abilities, and I always make sure that I'm there and able to do it, no matter the consequences. With being caring, I also want to make people happy. Life's short. Why not be happy with it? So anything I can do to help somebody, I'm gonna help them. I always felt bad for people who don't have it as good as me. I have a pretty good life, and for instance, I have a friend. He doesn't have the best home life, and any chance I get, I take him fish with me. I do as much as I can with him, because I know that he's had a rough life, and that I've had it good, and I want him to have the same thing because I care about him. I care through that and volunteering. I volunteer at the local elementary school that's in my town, and I'm in a lot of clubs at school, and they're volunteering constantly, and I always want to be there and help volunteer, because I care about my community and I want the best for my community. Since I feel that caring is probably my best adjective I can use to describe me, I saved it for last. And I feel like it's the reason most people, like me and enjoy me having around. And wrapping up this speech, those are my 3 adjectives to describe me. I'm stubborn, I am dedicated, and I care. And I hope this speech helps you to better understand who I am as a person